Today we're hanging out and talking about Trap, M. Night Shyamalan's brand new horror that just dropped on Netflix.
A father and his teen daughter attend a pop concert only to realize they've entered the center of a dark and sinister event.
So the logline buries the lead, and for me, the lead is the most interesting part of the film, so I do plan to talk about it. However, if you like to go into movies absolutely blind and you have not seen this movie yet, pause this video, go watch the movie on Netflix, and then come back and we can talk about it. Let's discuss. So it turns out that this father, whose name is Cooper, played by Josh Hartnett, bought tickets for him and his teenage daughter, who's been having some problems with girls at school, to go to this big concert of this musical artist named Lady Raven. And his daughter, named Riley, is super excited to go. But it's very quickly revealed that the FBI found out that this serial killer called The Butcher is going to be at this concert because they found a piece of a receipt to tickets to this concert in one of his kill dens. So the FBI has trained all of the concert venue employees and all of their agents and police officers. So now this is a trap to catch the Butcher. And yes, Cooper, Josh Hartnett, is in fact the Butcher. I also do want to mention that the concert was not set up as a trap. I was seeing people talking about that online and they were very confused. The concert was happening. They found out because, like I said, they found the little receipt at one of his kill dens. They suspected that he had bought tickets to this concert and were expecting him to be there. So they set up the trap to a concert that was already happening, just to clarify. I don't know about you, but I was immediately intrigued by this premise and I went into it very blind, so I didn't know what was happening, and very quickly in the beginning when it's revealed, I was hooked. I was down for this ride because I thought the premise was cool. I mean, is it far-fetched? Yes. But we're following this serial killer. We're in his POV as he outsmarts, not very smartly, but outsmarts everyone around him. As soon as we leave this concert, things really start to go off the rails, and this movie sort of falls into the trap that a lot of other not so great horror movies fall into, which is you are now sacrificing like sense for plot. And yes, this is a horror movie and this is make-believe. We will go on the ride and we will suspend reality for you and with you. But one too many times in this film, maybe 10 too many times in this film, where I was like, that choice is crazy. Oh, that choice, no, that choice is crazy. I mean, this movie asks us to forego so much basic sense that I was just shook. Although I did hold out hope until we leave the concert venue. That is when it lost me. And it's disappointing because the first half was so good. I also want to mention that Lady Raven, this mega pop star, is played by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, who is actually a singer in real life. Now, I've seen people tearing this apart for nepotism, and I just want to say that if your father was M. Night Shyamalan, you probably would expect or hope or want him to write a movie where you get to show off your skills. I mean, let's just all be honest about that. And I thought some of these songs were actually pretty good. I mean, they weren't necessarily my taste, but I can imagine myself as a teenage girl being super into this Lady Raven, aka his daughter's actual music. But later on, her character becomes way more involved in catching the Butcher. And that's when things fall apart even a little bit further for me because she's not an actor. But again, if my dad was her dad, I mean, you know? And the twist at the end, which I won't talk about, it's clunky. Yeah, the entire second half is really actually clunky, which stinks because for the zillionth time, I really liked the first half. So Trap on Netflix. It is an hour and 45 minutes. And if you're in the mood for a good half a thriller and a good half of like an absurd devolution into bad movie territory, then yeah, I say watch it. Either way, I think you'll be entertained. Have you seen Trap? What did you think? Make sure to subscribe so we can hang out again soon, and happy movie watching. Mwah.